Welcome to the Women in AI Research channel. I'm your host, Jekaterina, and I have recently returned from an incredible week at NeurIPS 2025 in San Diego. The conference is now over, but I am continuing to share all the most interesting insights, research highlights, and behind-the-scenes moments with you. Let's dive into today's NeurIPS highlights.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Wei Xu. I'm associate professor in computer science at Georgia Tech.
What are you doing here at the workshop of Women in ML?
Oh, I'm here serve as a mentor and talk to people on the generative models about exciting research and various things, various problems people are working on.
Right. So, what would be your best advice to young women AI researchers that would like to work on generative systems?
Yeah, I think it's an exciting field, and I would just encourage people to pursue what you're interested in and get your hands dirty and try it out. And of course, talk to people so you get inspired by a lot of new ideas. I think collaboration is really helpful to get started and get excited about things, and also get a little bit more advice from people who have more experience. I think just work on something that's interesting, I guess, in what interests you.
What are the most exciting projects that you will work on right now?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things. So I do work for a lot on the non-English side. So just like large language model should serve the global audience. That it's not only the model should work on English and Chinese very well, but should work on so many other languages that has less data, or has people just paid less attention to. But I think this is what more people notice. This is the area to work on, more data being created. So yeah, we are working on improving that.
I see. What do you think about the amount of women in the domain of AI?
Yeah, there's 100 of them. Just here is always very exciting to see old faces and also like 100 of new faces showing up. I hope people will stay and tell other people to work on this regarding this of what your gender is. And it's a fun place to be.
Right. Do you see the number of women growing at this conference specifically over the past years?
I felt there are. I think even the woman in machine learning workshop, I felt this is bigger. Yeah, I do say it's growing. Which is very exciting. I felt a little bit more comfortable for female researchers, especially for the young researchers to show up in the place. I feel there's people just look alike and think alike.
What are you looking forward to at this conference? Maybe keynotes or maybe some other workshop or just chatting with people?
Yeah, I think chatting with people is very exciting to meet some people I never met before. Because the work, a lot of paper you have sent on the archive, like probably 6 months or even longer time. But it's still kind of nice to see some work that a little bit I maybe didn't notice on archive. So it's a little bit more of this randomness. You walk into people or will talk to about research you probably wasn't tracking very closely. I think that randomness is the more exciting part.
What would you advise? What would be your advice to young women in the beginning of their career in AI research?
I think if you're like, especially if you're still in school, I felt like your local resources are a very good place to look at. If you have other professors or in your school, try to work with them, take their classes. And if you are in the places that are maybe less kind of such an environment, I think that reaching out to people all over the world, I felt like because of maybe the one thing, the pandemic was bad in general, but one thing good out of it is people more comfortably kind of working remotely and across time zones. I do feel that opened a lot of doors for young researchers. You may or may not have their local resources. So I felt like the people are just more comfortable working with people from random corners of the world.